fait reposer dans de verts pâturages. Il me dirige près des eaux paisibles. Il restaure mon âme. Il me conduit dans les sentiers de la justice. À cause de son nom, à cause de son nom, et quand je marche dans la vallée, dans l'ombre de la mort, je ne crains aucun mal, car tu es avec moi. Je ne crains aucun mal, car vous êtes avec moi.
Said to be in serious conditions. Several missiles managed to penetrate Israel's defense system. This is Ramat Gan in the Tel Aviv area. A missile also landed between buildings in Holon. Well, the emergency services say more than 30 people were injured in the attack on the Soroka hospital in Beersheba. In a tweet, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said terrorist tyrants had launched missiles at the hospital and at the civilian population. He said Israel would exact the full price from Iran for the attack. Well, Iran says it was targeting a military site next to the hospital, not the hospital itself. Well, let's hear from a paramedic who was at the scene.
As you can see behind me, I'm on the scene where a missile struck right in the center of a building complex. We have 5 buildings that were hit by the missile. We have one which is the main building and all the other ones surrounding it, which were partially hit as well. We are currently evacuating minimal amount of patients. We have 1 serious patient with 2 more with minor injuries. We still have a lot of work behind us, as you can see, extracting patients from all the buildings, going door from door. Our teams are together with the fire department and front command, trying to get people out of their houses. You can see the house behind me is still on fire.
Well, the Israel Defense Forces say they struck more than 20 military targets in Tehran yesterday. Iranian media says Israel struck an area near the heavy water research reactor in Kandahar, which is part of Iran's nuclear program. The complex is commonly known as Harat, and it's understood around 60 Israeli warplanes targeted Iran last night. Meanwhile, President Trump is understood to have approved a plan of attack against Iran, but is yet to decide whether he wants to go ahead with it. The BBC's partner in America, CBS News, says Mr. Trump is still waiting to see whether Iran will abandon its nuclear program.
From the Bible to the Quran,
Supreme Leader has rejected
revelation in Jerusalem, Shalom.
And the Iranian Foreign Minister said he is committed to diplomacy, and his officials say that
you can see Christian Jews and Muslims living together and praying.
Trump is reported to have approved plans for the US to join Israel, Iran say, but it's still to make the final decision on whether they decide to go ahead. With more on that, here's our North America correspondent, Jake.
There doesn't seem to be an end in sight as Israel and Iran exchange bombs for weeks. The people in neighboring Syria and Jordan are watching the missiles intercepted like in this video. The war could spill over to American military bases against countries in which one directly. It's a 30,000-pound question. Only American bombs are penetrate the Iranian nuclear sites at Fordo hit routine. As one possible target for President Donald Trump, he has now approved a plan to strike Iran, the BBC's U.S. partner CBS News has. But he is holding off on the final order in case Iran agrees to abandon its nuclear program, the report. Speaking at the Oval Office yesterday, the president insisted that a negotiated settlement with Iran was still possible.
From the Bible to the Quran, revelation time. Shalom. Salam alaikum. You can see Christian Jews and Muslims living together and praying. Amen.
America has been helping Israel in missiles, but Iranian officials warned of a direct attack in Iran would cross the red line.
If they decide in this massacre, definitely we will do whatever necessary to protect ourselves.
Escalation of the conflict beyond saying the Iranian people are consolidating around their leaders.
Je t'aime, je t'aime, je t'aime.
Several of Europe's foreign ministers will meet with Iranians in Geneva, a last-ditch effort to stop the war starting first. Now, here's the real decision to be made in Washington. Inside President Trump, 8 on BBC News, Washington.
More on that, we'll be hearing from Pasha Jalali, who is our BBC Persian correspondent in Washington. Hi Kasha. So just tell us what the feeling is in Washington at the moment, given what we heard there about what the White House is.
Well, there's a lot of speculation about when and what will be the final decision to be made by the president. So, he spoke about his options about Iran yesterday, and of course he was also talking about that if it's still the possibility of if there's still room for negotiations with Iran, and he said that Iran needs to talk to the White House and talk to him, but he's told them it's late and why but on the other side, the Iranians have said that they never asked for talks with President Trump. Actually, they said as long as the